In this video, I'm gonna show you some tips and tricks what I'm using to make my mobile footage more professional. I'm using Google Pixel 6 Pro, and the simple reason because this is one of the best value for money smartphones out there. I have tested Google Pixel 7 Pro, which is amazing. However, you can get this for around £550 here in the UK, which is a huge bargain. So before you even get to the shooting, the first tip is make sure your battery is fully charged. So it seems like an obvious one, but believe me guys, I have turned up to the location and my battery was dead or it was really low and I wasn't able to shoot the video. Now you can hear my dogs there behind me, so they're very excited. So another one, make sure you know your location. So I have been to this place before, so I've got an idea what I'm going to be shooting. Some people make the script, bullet points, anything that will help you. Knowing what you are doing will be great. Another very important one is turn your device into airplane mode. Okay, the last thing you want while you're recording someone calling you or texting you, because you will be able to hear all the sounds while you're recording, which is not ideal, and then you might miss that beautiful shot. We're going to go outside. I'm going to tell you a little bit more what to do to bring your footage to the next level. Okay, so you just turn up to the location, and what I also do firstly, I put the grid lines. You can see those lines across. So let me show you how to enable it. So you go to settings, more, and you got grid lines here. I tend to go 3 by 3 just to help me with my composition. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to make sure my exposure is locked. Okay, because the last thing I want is to change it and it doesn't look very professional. So see, by default I'm on the lens, the main sensor, but what I love to do when I'm starting as a reveal shot, go ultra wide angle just to show people my location, what I'm going to be doing. Okay, and I want to bring myself a little bit lower down just to make that video just a little bit different. Yeah, and I'm gonna do another shot, the same thing, but gonna go backwards. Now, very important setting is shoot 4K, in my opinion. Trying to get the highest resolution. I know some of the phones can shoot up to 8K. However, from my experience, I know the 8K footage isn't as stable. So you are very limited if you want to do some walking, vlogging, etc. But if you are on a tripod, then happy days. But again, that will be probably limited just to your main sensor. However, I want to make sure I'm using all the lenses just to get different shots really. So that's another tip. Use all the lenses available for different shots. So I've got my 4K, 30 FPS. I can also use 60. However, this isn't available on ultra wide angle. If you get 7 Pro, yes, you will have that available. Yeah, I can slow it down in the post later on, but not everyone got this, so I'm gonna stick it to 30 frames per second. I'm gonna go ultra wide angle. I'm gonna lock the exposure, and I'm gonna move myself backwards. Another pretty important one is to use different angles. Most people, when they're shooting, they tend to keep the phone in a shoulder height in your chest. However, I like to go slightly different, you know, go higher, point at your toes while you're walking. Okay, go nice and low. Show different angles in your footage, which will make it a lot more interesting. I'm not sure if you noticed, I'm trying to make my shots very short. Okay, we want to make those videos as engaging as possible. All the videos on my channel have been shot with smartphone. I've got over 4.5 million views overall. So this is like an extra tip from me as a YouTuber. Try to make those shots very engaging. Don't shoot for that 20-30 seconds. make about 5, 7, 10 seconds, and then just move to a different scene.
Another one I'm using pretty often is have the camera still, but have your object or subject moving around. In this case is one of my dogs. But if you are enjoying this video, don't forget to smash the like and consider subscribing. Cheers!
I also have got a little gadget here, my OBSBot tracking device. I'm going to turn this on. Don't worry if you don't have this available. Any tripod or put it on the ground will do, but I'm just going to make that footage just a little bit more interesting. It looks like someone is following me because I shoot all the videos myself. I will be adding all those clips together, and hopefully at the end we're gonna have a nice clip. Which brings me to the next one. When you are vlogging, talking to the camera, make sure you look at the camera, not the screen like now. When I started my vlogging, I was looking at the camera and you're losing that connection with your audience. So you're literally looking at yourself, but you want to speak to the audience. So this is something that you need to practice and just get used to it, really. Now, what is great, because you want your audience to hear you properly, they will forgive you bad quality of the video, but you definitely need to have a good audio. I'm using this little tiny Boya mic. I've been using it for about 6 months now, and you know what? This is great. It's tiny, it's wireless, I can plug it in. Awesome. Now, please remember, guys, this is all the tips I'm telling you about could be used for iPhone as well. So this is not specific for Android phones. Right, now it's time to use a different features. I'm going to go to time-lapse. However, I'm going to shoot ultra wide angle. Okay, it's also important to walk slowly. Now, I've got times 10, times 5 here. This will be great for clouds, sunrise, etc. But for walking, I'm going to go times 5. And my grid lines are helping me with my composition. So I'm going to keep the center of my dogs just there. And another pretty important one is the sounds. I use Epidemic sounds for all my music. When you're a content creator, you want a decent music and you don't want to get those strikes on the YouTube. So if you would like to subscribe to Epidemic sound, I'll put some links in the description below so you can get yourself a 30 days trial. But I've been using this for about 2 years now, and you know what? The sound is pretty awesome. Some of you, quite a few people actually comment and compliment the music, but it's not me, it's Epidemic sounds. They are pretty awesome. Let's go. What do you think, guys? I think the clip turned out pretty nicely, to be honest. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Please let me know if you would like to see any more videos like this, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.